welcome to another Cheap Thrills podcast. We have this week me, Rob, and we have Graham.
Hello.
And we have Raven.
Hello.
And we have Adam.
Yo.
Yo.
Yo, yo.
Adam from the 90s.
Liam.
Yo.
Yeah, Liam is still AWOL.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing yet.
Grounded.
No one's paid the ransom yet.
No, he's been grounded. He hasn't tied his bedroom.
Okay. Never mind. Right, straight into it. What came out this week? It's previews week. So it's nice big thick previews to go through. There's some pretty cool stuff in there.
Lots of interesting stuff.
I know I'm going to have to make a list.
Yeah.
Right, what else? Action Comics 960. I'm just going to go through these really quick. Wonder Woman number 3, Batgirl number 1, Captain America Steve Rogers number 3, Civil War 2 issue 4, Civil War 2 Choosing Sides issue 3, Detective Comics 937, Flash number 3, Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, Nightwing number 1, Old Man Logan number 9, Red Hood and the Outlaws number 1, Rom issue 1.
Yeah.
I'll come back to that.
Rom the Space Knight.
Right. Titans issue 1. I'll come back to that. Uncanny Avengers issue. Was it Uncanny Avengers issue 11?
11, yeah.
I forgot to put the 1 there. Extraordinary X-Men number 12 and X-Men 92 number 5. So going back a bit, I haven't read any of the Rebirth stuff from this week.
Okay.
Purely because we did a shop refit.
Yeah, Thursday
night, and I was here, Graham, Raven and James, and we all ended up, well, me and Graham ended up with no sleep whatsoever, because we had to get up at 5 o'clock the following morning. So I was completely knackered. I also managed to slice my thumb open, which is a right pain in the backside to turn pages.
Right pain in the thumb.
Yeah, right pain in the thumb to turn pages, so I haven't read anything.
Oh,
I've read one thing. I can't.
Oh,
I physically cannot do it because
of the pain.
No, it's not the pain.
Oh, right.
It's the
bit of gaffer tape you've got wrapped around your thumb.
Exactly, and it just rubs against the page, and I just can't turn the page.
You've got 2 thumbs, haven't you?
You've got
You try turning it, but you can't do it.
Yeah,
just get Raven to sit there and hold it in front of you.
I hadn't thought that.
Yeah.
You could read them to me.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure when you were young,
he's got no
he
beat
used to read
machine
to you.
though.
I didn't.
You could do the voices. We'll try that later.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So what came out? We've read. I know Graham, he picked his stuff up, and he's read some stuff. So you bought. Go on then. What did you buy? Go for it.
Uncanny Avengers 11.
What was that like?
Yeah, it's quite good. It's quite a good story. Hank Pym returned, but he's merged with Ultron.
As you do.
And it's a bit of Uncanny Avengers versus Ultron.
So is it Beast Ultron or Pym Ultron?
It's sort of Pym Ultron.
Ultra Pym.
Ultra Pym.
Ultra
Pym. Pym.
See, Ultra Beast sounds better.
It's a bit strange.
But that's just a name you have just come up with.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Budgie Smugglers.
Hey, that Budgie Smugglers is a damn fine idea, and we're going to run with it.
They're going to smuggle it in.
They're going to smuggle it, yeah. God. I must admit, though, turning up at the pitch in a pair of Budgie Smugglers.
What colour were they? Were they
They
yellow?
were yellow and black stripes.
Oh, yeah, no.
Did you have the T-shirt printed?
T-shirt? No, I didn't have anything on but the Budgie Smugglers. I'd written on my chest.
A cock or two?
A cock or two, yeah.
Right, got you. Okay. Sorry,
None
Graham.
of that ever happened. None of that ever happened.
It did, though. Sorry, Graham, you were saying about the Beast.
Hank Pym.
Hank Pym.
So just Hank Pym, not as Ant-Man or Giant Man, just Hank Pym.
Hank Pym, Ultron.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Hank Pym. I was getting confused then.
Are you
Who's
thinking
the Beast?
Who's Beast? Hank McCoy.
Hank McCoy. See, that's where I went. So I'm not a Marvel guy, you see.
Hank.
Oh, yeah.
Why
that's
is there so many
excuses.
Hanks?
It's the Hank thing.
What do you mean, how many Hanks? That's 2.
That's 2 Hanks.
I'm sure I could think of some more.
Go on then.
I don't know.
Go on.
Hank Hogan. Oh, no.
Right, you carry on talking, I'll find some. Go on.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Bonjour, Google.
That pretty much sums up the comic. The Uncanny Avengers versus
Ultron.
Okay,
Pym
what else you
Tron.
get?
I got Old Man Logan, number 9. It's the first part of a new story called The Last Ronin. Old Man Logan, as Patch, goes to Japan and tries to find Lady Deathstrike.
Oh, nice.
But he doesn't get what he wants, really.
So what you mean is he doesn't find her?
No. Something else happens instead.
Alright, no spoilers here.
No spoilers.
Otherwise we have to beep it out. Well, Sam has to beep it out.
Does he? As well as swearing.
As well as swearing. We don't swear.
We don't.
Extraordinary X-Men number 12. Storm's X-Men are stuck in the future, battling Apocalypse and his horsemen, while Magic's trying to travel through time trying to find them. So that's the last part of the Apocalypse War storyline in that particular comic.
Nice.
So yeah, that's artwork on that's fantastic. Couldn't tell you who the artist is because I don't tend to
Pay much attention.
No. It's like if I like the
Are
art.
there any comic artists that you follow that you think I really like that artist? I'm going to follow that.
There are a few, but I tend to forget the names of them. So it's sort of I'll remember issues or storylines or stories where I think, well, I like that particular artwork, and then I'll have to go back, try and find out who it was to then remember. But I
mean, there's a lot of artists that I like a lot more than others, but there's not one that I don't think there's any that I actually follow.
Hank Henshaw.
What is going on?
He was in Superman 465.
That's
Sorry,
that's not Marvel though, is it?
I was talking to you then, and all I get
we're just going to get Hank's
blurted out. And Hank.
Look, I'm looking. Shut up. Go on. Carry on talking.
What?
See if there are any Hanks.
How about we just carry on talking about the thing that you asked, the question you asked?
I'm paying attention. Go on.
No, so yeah, right. Carry on. No, I'm done.
Back to artists.
Yeah.
Yes, go on.
No, I like Alex Ross. He's a fantastic artist. Yes. Jim Lee as well. I do
Jim
like
Lee's
his
awesome
stuff.
Yeah, I've always liked Temple Smith and Ashley Wood. Is it who did Robots vs Zombies?
Yeah, that's ringing a bell.
Yeah, he's great.
It's like painted.
Yeah, sketchy kind of.
Yeah.
And
no, that's it. I can't find anyone.
What's the dude who does Tim Bradstreet?
Yes,
brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Very good.
Yeah,
Raven, you haven't got any yet that you follow, do you?
No. Oh, SB Davis, always.
Oh yeah, you like him, don't you?
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, see, I tend to follow the ones that I've read for years.
Yeah.
You know, like Carlos and Square.
I think SB Davis just because that's when I first started getting into Sinister Dexter.
Yeah.
And he was doing all his oil panels, and they were fantastic. They were very good.
I think Liam Sharp's fantastic as well.
Liam Sharp, obviously,
yeah, definitely.
How could we forget him?
He ain't going to listen to it, you know that, don't you?
Is he not? Well, it's worth putting it in the
I'll tell you what,
comments
I'll tag him.
Post,
I'll tag him in the post and see if he'll listen to it.
Right, okay.
What, and then he listens to us talking about whether he'll listen to it?
He might. Go on, ask him a question. There you go.
No.
Think of a question to ask him, and then we'll see if he
What
answers.
did he have for breakfast this morning?
Okay, there you go.
Okay. Well, I've got a question. When's he coming to the island to come and do some signings and stuff in the comic shop?
The island.
The island.
The island.
Yeah.
Make it sound like the prisoner.
There is another artist that I like. But I can never pronounce his name. I think his first name is something like Marco, but it's got quite a strange. Could be Polo. I know his surname.
Sorry.
Okay, on to the next thing we've got.
X-Men 92, number 5.
Which is, for continuity's sake,
X-Men
what
92.
is that?
It's rubbish.
No, what is it though? Apart from it being rubbish.
Hold on, we're not allowed to say stuff's rubbish.
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Sorry, I stand corrected.
We are. If it's rubbish, you can say it's rubbish. Yeah. What is it though? Say what it is.
It's based in the sort of 92 era with the... I can't remember. Is it? I forget what artist it was that started it off, but it sort of goes back to that, and it's sort of around the time of the cartoon adventures and stuff. So it sort of follows on.
It's
from
sort of like
that.
a continuation of the old X-Men cartoon, which they never finished.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So it's an alternate timeline,
and it's drawn in a cartoony style as well.
But you're not enjoying it.
No, I'm not at all.
It's rubbish.
How many have you pulled? 5 of them.
5 so far.
Wow.
I can't see it lasting past issue 12.
Is it an ongoing? There's no.
Yes. Yeah, it is. They did one for Secret Wars.
Yeah.
It was one of the 4-issue or 5-issue limited series that they did for Secret Wars, and it wasn't too bad.
Same art style.
Yeah, same style of art. I don't know whether it's the same artist, but same sort of style. So you do get that sort of cartoony sort of feel to it. But it just hasn't held my attention really. I mean, I couldn't really.
You're
tell
reading
you
it for the sake of reading it.
Yeah, I think so, just to see what's going on, and it's not very good at all.
What's the team in it?
You've got Cyclops, Jean Grey, Beast, Jubilee, Gambit, Bishop, all those sort of the
So it was the cartoon cast of X-Men.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really isn't.
That's a shame because the cartoons were outstanding.
Yeah, they're very good.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, watch the cartoons; they're very good.
Yeah, they're even better, and you get a good soundtrack to it as well at the beginning.
Sorry.
Civil War 2, Choosing Sides. 3 more little stories from Kate Bishop, who's a new Hawkeye, J. Jonah Jameson, and the continuing story with Nick Fury. So it looks like the Nick Fury bit is going to be sort of little bits throughout each of the issues, and it just follows on little side stories from Civil War 2.
Okay.
And Civil War 2 number 4 as well. So you've had the murder trial in number 3.
What do you think of Civil War 2?
It's pretty good. It's not as good as the first one.
Yeah.
Because they've had to try and pick something else that people can side with.
I mean, I like
for something or against it.
I like the idea of the precog thing. I really like that.
Yeah.
You know, should we do it? Should we not do it?
I mean, that idea's been in films previously,
it
hasn't
may
it?
have been in a film or two, yeah. But yeah,
I'm sorry, my car just drove backwards along the lane.
was it rewinding? Was it reversing?
It was.
Well, either that or time's going backwards outside.
It was facing the right way, but going in the wrong direction.
I'm not sure that worked. That doesn't make it good.
Sorry, go on, carry on.
Oh yeah, the Minority Report, basically, isn't it?
Yes.
I actually prefer, I think, this storyline or the
first one.
Yeah, or the idea of the storyline to the first one, because it seems to be a lot more of a choice. Do you know what I mean? Seems to be there's a lot more that can go wrong if you choose the wrong side, and a lot.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, I mean, the first Civil War went along the parallel of gun control, really.
Oh yeah,
didn't it?
yeah,
So,
yeah. Oh
you know,
yeah,
it's
weapon
like-
control. Yes.
Yeah. So, and this is more a case of, you know, well, if you know somebody could be a terrorist, or could be, you know,
Yeah.
could do this,
Yeah.
you know, can you go and arrest them or detain them for something that they might do?
Well, they
All right,
could-
just as a straw poll,
Yeah.
right, between the four of us,
Yeah.
Graham, which way would you go? Should they implement it or should they not implement it?
No, but they should be. They should watch the person
Right, so
involved.
the answer's
so,
no.
So
right,
the case
Raven, should they or shouldn't they?
no.
No.
Well, I'm going to go yes, just to be awkward.
Just
Yeah,
be
but
awkward.
is that how you truly feel? Just think about it. If their action causes it to happen,
Oh yeah, that's when you get into a grey area.
so you know
Yeah.
this
You're watching them and that's what makes
yeah,
them
that's
do
what
it.
makes them do it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that, you know, all you know is the final thing. You don't know the path to get to it,
No.
and it kind of mirrors that in Winter Soldier, because obviously that's what they're doing,
Yes.
aren't they? They're
They're
raising
profiling
these things
people.
up and
Yep.
they're profiling people, and they're going to shoot them all dead.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a similar sort of story.
Yeah.
But no,
Okay.
I definitely don't think it's a good idea, because you can force people's hand.
Of course you can. Right, what else you got?
That was it for me.
Right, okay. A few other bits and pieces came out. Rom, number one.
Yes, Rom the Space Knight.
Right, do you want to explain who that is? Because Raven hasn't got a clue.
I don't really remember. It's been so long since I've read it.
Right, all I can remember is
He's a space knight.
He is a space.
Rom.
He is a knight.
Rom was
from space.
introduced. Rom was introduced
Sorry,
to
I
the
don't mean to talk
UK.
over you.
Yes, you do. Rom was introduced to the UK as an action man.
Oh, really?
That's-
A proper action man.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was, you know, you can still get the figure of him. Well, if you look on eBay, you can get it. And that's how I remember him.
Oh, okay.
But I think in America he was a comic character first.
Yeah, I
and
believe
he's
so.
got like a cult following.
Yeah, yeah.
And-
I know a lot of people who really, really liked the originals. The
Yeah,
original
I've
comic
never
book.
really read it.
No,
I just remember as being an action man.
I picked up one or two of my dad's old ones when I was a nipper, but you know I've never really read it properly.
Well, it's been published by IDW,
Oh, okay.
and they did a whole month of variant ROM covers.
Did it not used to be Marvel?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
they
Marvel
did.
had the franchise before in the 80s.
And they're pushing it quite a lot. They, you know, they want it to be the next
Well,
big
I do like
thing.
IDW. I think they've got a lot of great
Yeah.
titles, and they do a lot of good things with those titles.
Yeah. So expect to hear more ROM stuff.
Yeah.
Really. What else did we get? Titans number one.
Titans.
Right now, Titans
all
number
grown
one
up.
is yes. So it's not Teen Titans, it's Titans. So it's the original Teen Titans
Yeah.
grown up.
Yeah.
Adolescent Titans.
Yeah. So after Rebirth, we were supposed to read Flash Rebirth,
Yeah.
and you had a little tiny snippet bit of.
Yeah.
Right, are we just going to start talking about what happened in Rebirth? Because if people are going to read it, they would have read it already.
What is it now? A month? A bit more?
2,
God,
3 months.
Really? What, since
Yeah.
the proper Rebirth came out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay then.
d-
If you want to read Rebirth, turn the podcast off now. Go and read it and then come back, because we're going to just start dropping spoilers.
Yeah.
Right, Rebirth happens, and it looks like the 5 to 10 years.
10 years, I
Is
think
it
is
10
what
years?
they said, yeah.
Have disappeared from the DC universe, and for all intents and purposes,
They
it looks
never
like
existed.
Dr. Manhattan from The Watchmen caused it.
There is a lot of things in Rebirth that point straight to the Watchmen and
Yes.
Dr. Manhattan in particular.
Like the comedian's badge.
The comedian's badge, even the layout of the panels.
Yeah, that Pandora got killed in a very Dr. Manhattan-y type way.
The story about the watch, the
Yes.
very first panel,
Yeah.
the very first page of the comic book,
Right.
because obviously that he's talking about
Yes.
his father's watch.
Exactly. So you were then supposed to pick up the Flash, which had a little bit with the comedian's badge in it. And it then went to Titans Rebirth,
Yes.
which was them getting back together and deciding they were going to go off and find out who stole these 10 years.
But did this 10 years not remove from the universe certain teams? Did the Teen Titans cease to exist?
No, the Teen Titans have always been there. They just forgot about Wally West because he disappeared in the 80s. So I think it's 10 years in the comic world, but for us it's been like 30.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So Titans number 1 has come out this week. This is going to be the one to read to continue that story.
Okay.
They're the ones that are going to be hunting it down.
Yeah.
In an interview this week, Jim Lee said that it's going to take at least 2 years for the story to play out. That's what they've got planned.
Right.
So, they know that it's going to go for another 2 years.
Okay, yeah, I'm really interested in the continuation of that story. Yeah.
I think
all the other
everybody
bits
is.
and pieces are great, and they're rebooting certain characters, and they are getting a lot better. But that story, just the Watchmen. I just want to know more about the Watchmen.
Yes.
I want
And
the
it's
Watchmen.
introduced a lot more people to buying comics.
Yeah.
I've given it to a few of my friends that don't read comics.
Yeah.
And one of them had to phone me.
Yeah.
And he was so excited.
I know, yeah.
And he's like, oh my god, I can't believe it.
I was
Why-
like, I don't read comics anywhere near as much as you guys. And when you said, there is an oh my god moment in there, I thought, well, am I going to miss it? Because I don't read comics, but I did not miss it.
You can't miss it. It
No.
slaps you right in the face.
I mean, even though I mainly read Marvel,
Yeah.
reading that, I still got the old god moment as well, and it's sort of it makes you think, oh, actually, if I had the money,
yeah. I mean, it'd be nice to selectively just pull the ones that continue the Rebirth story.
Yeah, but they're not telling
directly,
you.
But they're not telling you.
No. Right, so that came out this week. That should be the one to read. I haven't read it yet. It's on my thumb.
I'm just excited. I just want Rorschach.
Yes, that's what everyone wants. Rorschach versus Batman, I think.
Well, just a detective comic with Rorschach.
Oh yeah, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
well, it'd be interesting to see how that plays out and how what happened in the original Watchmen series and how that all ended, how all the characters come into the main DC universe, and how But I'm also intrigued to find out with this missing 10 years whether anything that went on in those 10 years actually comes back again.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So it's not just a case
Oh, you
of
mean like
it was completely taken out of continuity.
So maybe they had like a massive event, but they've just forgotten about it.
Yeah.
So they could do a big crossover event prequel.
Yeah.
And they've just forgotten about.
Yeah.
No,
Well, and also, a thought I had was the fact that the comedian, the actor who played the comedian, is Bruce Wayne's dad.
Dad, yes.
Both Zack Snyder movies.
Yep.
It could be, like you said, that this 10 years was this event.
Right.
And now the comedian
guy-
never became the comedian.
Right. The guy who played him is called. Can you remember Raven?
No.
Oh, Richard Dean Morgan.
Yes.
He's now in Walking Dead.
Yes.
He plays Negan.
Spoilers, I'm not quite caught up.
Right, somebody asked him the question, would he be interested in playing Batman? And he was like, yeah.
Well, as in like an Ultimate Universe one.
Right, now, Batman, Earth 2,
Yeah.
right, has got Batman in it, but it wasn't Bruce Wayne.
No, it's Bruce
it
Wayne's
was
dad.
Thomas Wayne.
Because
So-
Bruce Wayne died, that's
exactly.
what kickstarted.
That's what flipped it round.
Yeah.
So if they wanted to, they could, in the future, do an Elseworld story and have him as Batman. But the whole thing with the Watchmen, obviously we've had the film of the Watchmen by Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
Does that mean that that's now going to be part of the DC universe, and instead of it being Man of Steel being the first part before Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice, was Watchmen actually the first part? And is Dr. Manhattan going to turn up in the Justice League? See? Don't know, because they're all Zack Snyder, and that might be one of the reasons why they put it in.
The thing, I think, my problem with Superman is he's super
Yes.
man. I mean, he is like, he could probably do everything the Justice League needed to do on his own, really.
But can he talk to fish?
No. But
Not going
Dr.
there.
Manhattan genuinely is just...
he's a god.
He's basically a god.
Yeah.
So you put him in the Justice League, then there's nothing they can't do.
Yeah.
Really. I mean...
No. Is it going to be them fighting Dr. Manhattan?
Then we've like this discussion we had last week about Judge Dredd versus aliens. The Justice League would die because Dr. Manhattan would just exploderize them.
And on that bombshell...
Yeah.
Right, okay. What else came out? Oh, Wonder Woman 3 came out. I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
That should be good.
We've got to talk about the trailers in a minute.
Yeah, we'll get there in a sec. What else came out this week? Suicide Pops. Suicide Squad Pops, rather.
Yeah,
We've got
loads.
Loads.
There is a photo up on the
Cheap Thrills
page.
Yeah, we've got a lot. The movie comes out next week.
I'm excited.
It's going to be very, very good. We also got in a few mystery mini boxes. We had Nightmare Before Christmas, Civil War, which would be the Captain America 3, Civil War, Finding Dory, and Game of Thrones. They're all going to disappear.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll buy them.
I'm not.
All right.
Right, so that's what came out this week. We had the San Diego Comic Con.
Yes. Loads.
So there's
and
lots
loads
of
stuff
that was dropped after we did the podcast last week.
I hope you picked it up.
Huh?
I hope you picked it all up.
I did, yes. We had a Wonder Woman trailer,
Oh my god.
which I think looks fantastic.
If anyone ever wants to know how to make a good trailer, just show them that.
Yeah, I
It was
agree with that.
incredible. Incredible trailer. I just want that movie now. I don't want to wait. I want it now.
Just hope it's not a letdown then after seeing how good
I don't
that trailer
think-
is.
I don't
and then
think it
finding
will
that
be.
I mean, unfortunately, I do get flashbacks to Prometheus because the trailer for Prometheus. I know I go on about it, but the trailer, he lied to me, Ridley Scott. The trailer was unbelievable, and it got me so excited. And then it was a bit of a letdown. The movie, quite a bit. I just hope to God that this isn't going to be, and it could be what DC need to kickstart their new comic movie line.
Wonder Woman was brilliant in Dawn of Justice. She was arguably the best.
Why did they spoil it though?
I don't know.
They should never have spoiled it.
It was all, I think it was all down to merchandising and promotion, and they wanted to get the female demographic in, which was rubbish. But they should have just left it and like, hey, surprise.
Yeah.
But anyway, this looks really, really good, and they're not pulling punches with the fact that Wonder Woman is the best fighter in the DC universe.
Yeah.
Hands down, she will just wipe the floor with anybody. And
seriously, watch it.
I would even go as far as to say that she could, in hand-to-hand combat, she'd beat Batman, obviously. But Batman would still win.
Because he's Batman.
Because he's Batman.
You can't keep using the reason because he's Batman.
I can. Watch me.
All right. Fair enough. You win.
Right. We also had a Justice League trailer.
Yeah, now a lot of people are not so hyped about that trailer.
I'm looking forward to it.
I am looking forward to it.
I personally think they put too much humour in the trailer, because that's been one of the main gripes of the trolls on the internet, saying,
well, it's not. I mean, it's
enough.
not just the trolls though. I mean, it's genuinely people just don't think Batman should kill people or be quite as violent. Maybe.
No, maybe.
No,
They're just wrong.
I mean, I agree.
Quick straw poll. Should Batman kill people, Graham?
Absolutely.
Graham, should he kill people?
He has killed people.
Should he kill people?
No, but he will.
Fair enough. Should he kill people? In London?
Yes.
And
But
so all of us agree he should kill people.
Yeah, all right. You win again.
You can't stand up for the morons.
I'm not. I know, but come on, look. They're not morons. They're just
Do they
think
agree with
differently.
us? No.
Yeah, all right. All right.
Think differently.
It wasn't a great trailer. I'll say that, but
No, it wasn't.
It is a massively early trailer.
Yes.
It was a teaser trailer.
And it was a teaser. I mean,
Yes.
we're not getting this until halfway through next year. The late half of next
we've
year.
still got another 12 months to wait.
It's incredibly early for a trailer. It wouldn't surprise me if they shot some of that just so they could show something at Comic-Con.
Yes.
And you'd think look at it that way. I think it was quite good. It was not a bad trailer.
It was alright. I mean, I immediately watched it again. I watched it twice.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. I just hope that it can live up to the hype.
Don't
Yes.
spoil it in the trailer.
And don't spoil it in the trailer, yeah.
Yes.
Right, what else? King Arthur.
Yeah. Guy Ritchie does King Arthur.
Which-
I love it. I love the idea of
I'm
it.
not
I know
bored.
you don't. But it's just another thing for people to mess around with. I know you don't think people should be messing around with the story of King Arthur, but you're happy for them to mess around with other stories.
No, it's not just the fact that it's just King Arthur. I couldn't give a to be honest with you.
So what is it?
It's the whole fact that they're turning it into...
A Guy Ritchie movie?
No, it's like a Guy Ritchie movie meets World of Warcraft. And that's what they're trying to appeal it to, the World of Warcraft generation.
You reckon?
And that's not... Oh, come on, this 50-foot elephant turns up in the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, really? You know, where's the T-Rex?
Well, that's just around the corner. That's coming later.
So I don't know. I'm not holding my breath about
I
that.
am going to hold off on judgment on that because I tend to like Guy Ritchie movies.
Oh, so do I.
I like his style, but I'm not that really interested in King Arthur.
I like the mythology of it.
Yeah.
Okay, Kong, Skull Island.
I haven't seen the trailer. I have seen that photo you posted, and you have explained it as Kong.
Do you want to watch the trailer? Because we can just pause this.
Yeah, go on then.
Right, okay.
It's a survey job. Just chopper them in and out. Be a joyride.
You are going to tell me everything I don't know, or I'm going to blow your head off. This planet doesn't belong to us. Ancient species owned this Earth long before mankind. I spent 30 years trying to prove the truth. Monsters exist.
You don't go into someone's house unless you're picking a fight.
Right, so you just watched the trailer.
I am in. So far in.
You
It's
see what I mean?
ridiculous.
It's King Kong meets
It is
Apocalypse now.
now. So it's Vietnam era time, I guess.
And I've just realised that the music is very reminiscent of Planet of the Apes.
Yes. That, again, is how to make a good trailer.
Yep.
It's very good. Sam Jackson.
He's in everything.
It annoys me.
Really?
He's great. And he is great. But he annoys me. I don't know why. I don't know why. Loki, it'd be good to see Tom Hiddleston, is it? Tom
Yep.
Hiddleston? It'd be good to see him in a different role. I think he would do really well.
Yeah.
And
John
John
Goodman.
Goodman. John Goodman's awesome in pretty much everything he does.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one, actually. I'll watch that.
But we don't know if it's a continuation of the original one. We don't know
It doesn't matter.
if it's... I think...
The original one was set a lot earlier, though, wasn't it?
Yes, in the
30s, 20s, 30s, yeah.
So it could very well be that John Goodman character is
Oh, I guess, yeah.
you know, like a son or something,
yeah.
or a grandson of one of the original characters.
Yeah,
Don't
'cause
know,
he
that's
seems-
just me surmising.
He seems to be the one who knows
Yeah.
about it.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I think they're doing, they're building universes.
Yes.
So you've got Kong Skull Island, it's all being produced by Legendary Pictures.
Yeah.
They also did Godzilla.
The Invisible Monster.
Yep. And which I enjoyed.
I enjoyed.
But it was good. In
Yeah.
fact,
We spoke
watched
about it
that
earlier.
again.
Yeah.
So, and I know they're talking about doing Kong versus Godzilla.
Judge Dredd.
We just read in there
Kong
somewhere.
versus Judge Dredd.
So that should be pretty cool. And then it'd be great if they did like Pacific Rim, and it would be good. Hopefully
Do
it could be a
do
run.
Legendary have Pacific Rim as well?
Yes, they do.
Oh, cool. Okay. They have all the big monster flicks then.
Yes, which are great. It's Sunday afternoon.
I love monster movies.
You know.
I love it.
So it should be good.
Yeah.
Right, what else did we get? There was a Walking Dead trailer as well.
I avoided.
You've avoided
because of spoilers. I am at the moment on season 5.
All right, so you're nearly there.
I've made it through. The season 3 to season 5 did not seem anywhere near as long as just season 2 on its own.
Are you enjoying it?
Yes, and
Does it get better?
Yes.
Yes,
and
it
I
does.
think watching it all at once is
The way to go.
is helping
Yeah.
that. The seasons are way too long. What, 20 odd episodes a season? That's too many episodes. There's so many episodes when you don't need that episode.
Yeah.
Or you don't need all of it. You know, you could have condensed it into maybe one episode, 3 episodes down into one. But yeah, it's great. There's a lot of filler. Some of the stuff though is amazing. It's dark, some of it.
Goes very dark.
I mean, I won't spoil it, but yeah.
Wherever you are now,
Yeah.
it goes even darker.
Well, I can't really say because I'm a few episodes into season 5.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this Walking Dead trailer was pretty good. There was no spoilers in it.
Oh, really?
Well, season.
There would be
Which one's
spoilers
coming
for
back,
me.
Braden? Which one have we just watched? Season 6.
I think so.
So it's coming back at season 7.
7. Yeah, season 6 is the next season. Is the season after the one?
Yeah.
That's just finished is season 6.
Season 6 finishes on a massive cliffhanger.
Oh, really?
It's a big one.
Yeah.
And they received an awful lot of negative press about it
Oh,
from
really?
the fans because it was too much of a cliffhanger.
Oh,
And it was
what?
like, really? Grow up.
Yeah, just
It was a pain, but it was a good cliffhanger. So this particular trailer, it covers that cliffhanger, but it doesn't tell you anything. And you get a few other little snippets of what's coming,
Yeah.
but it doesn't tell you anything
I mean,
about the
it'd be a
cliffhanger.
spoiler for me though, because I know
it would be a spoiler in regards you'd know who's still alive.
Yes, yeah. And now that I've known since episode 1 of season 1 that Rick at least survives to season 5 because I saw
Yes.
the trailer for season 5. So every time he's in danger.
Well, Rick's the main character.
Yeah, but you know.
Well, yeah, you never know.
You never
say
know.
Right, okay, so what else happens? They dropped trailers for all of the CW shows coming back. So Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah. Which I haven't watched any of. I
I'm
started watching the
Legends
Flash.
of Tomorrow.
Started watching the Flash. I was put off of Legends of Tomorrow just by the trailer.
No, it's brilliant. It's the best one. I love it.
I know. I like. It's got Firestorm in it, so
Yep.
and I like him, so I may watch.
And he started off in The Flash.
Oh, did he?
Yes. Yeah.
How many seasons is the Flash now? 3.
It's coming back at number 3.
Yeah. Okay. I might watch the Flash. I quite like the Flash.
Flash is pretty cool, and that was my
Couldn't
favourite show.
get through Arrow.
Flash is good, but it's cheesy.
Yes, it is cheap. If
Yeah,
you
but
can
that's
cut
all right
through
for
that.
just like sitting down painting
Yeah.
Warhammer figures, watching the TV show.
Yeah, that's
you know?
fine.
But Arrow was. I didn't like him. He annoyed me. I couldn't sit there and watch it, and it's a shame because apparently it's quite good now.
Yeah,
It is.
it is.
Out of all of them, Legends of Tomorrow, that's my favourite one.
Okay, maybe.
But I like time travel, alternate timelines.
How many seasons is that? It's just one.
And
How many
it's just coming-
episodes?
It was only 12 episodes.
All right,
I think.
I'll see if I can
It's half a
watch.
season.
I'll watch some of it before next week
Okay.
and see what.
It was good.
Yeah.
And then Supergirl was moved from Warner Brothers to the CW,
That's weird.
and they've said that Superman is going to be in Series 2, and they released a photo.
So is that why they moved it?
They moved it because it wasn't doing as well on the Warner Brothers, and they wanted to.
A lot of people have.
cross
A
them
lot
over.
of people have slated it.
Yeah, I didn't think much of it, if I'm honest.
It's one of my guilty pleasures. It's awful.
What, seeing a girl dressed up in like
That's got nothing to do with it. I can watch other stuff if I wanted to watch that.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
But it's just a it's not good.
No.
But I quite like it.
Yeah, everyone has one of those shows. like
Exactly.
this.
But they've introduced Superman,
Okay.
and he's not very big.
No.
He's not muscular at all.
So
he
it's
just
not.
looks
it's
like
not
a guy
the
wearing
normal
a
suit. It's not
Superman
Superman
costume.
from the films. It's,
No, they've recast him, and he just doesn't look very good. Rogan, did you see the photos?
No, I didn't.
Oh, for God's sake, I'll have to find a photo now, won't I? Ay. I did actually post the photo and want underpants on the outside, so if
Yes,
anyone would
I
like
saw
to
it.
see that,
I didn't. Yeah.
please feel free to join. Right, there you go, look. There he is. Does he look like Superman?
He's got the outfit on.
He's got the outfit, yes.
Oh, he looks all right. I mean, at the end of the day, Superman's just an ordinary Kryptonian. He's only super because of our yellow sun.
No, I don't buy that.
He doesn't work
He's supposed
out.
to be.
Well, yeah.
No.
I don't know.
He
He seems
looks all
alright. He's like, but you got to remember, he's the diet Superman. He's like the TV show Superman. So he's like
I
zero.
can't afford anyone bigger.
Superman zero.
I mean, they couldn't put Dean Cain in, as it, could they?
No.
No,
Although Dean Kane's supposed to be in it more in Series 2.
Is he?
they could have cast Nick Cage.
Nick Cage.
Oh, they could have.
Oh, yeah.
Right, what else came out? Oh, and the new trailer for Gotham Series 3.
Yeah, that I didn't see.
No.
I've
Oh,
only
it's
seen.
very
I've only
good.
seen season 1 of Gotham.
Watch Series 2.
Fish Mooney
yeah.
annoyed.
It's
the
so
hell.
much better.
Okay.
Yeah, season 2 is really good.
Okay.
They really upped the bar.
Cool.
And then hopefully Series 3 will be even better.
My
on
biggest
top of that.
my biggest gripe with Gotham was they had the opportunity of making a proper police procedural drama
Yeah.
set in Gotham with detectives.
Yeah.
Like probably an actual just a police show set in
Like,
Gotham.
they
Cadney and
Yeah,
Lacey.
Gotham City Nights it used to be.
No, it was something at Gotham Central.
Gotham Central, yeah. I used to pull it from here.
Yeah,
And
I
it
did.
was
It was really good.
Yeah,
it was
it
like
was
a proper NYPD
yeah,
blue.
yeah,
but
yeah.
it was
That-
just
I mean, that's what you
Gotham.
want, right? You want
Yeah.
NYPD blue set in Gotham.
That's what I thought it
Occasionally
was
you
gonna
have
be.
Batman.
Yes.
Doesn't even have to have like Commissioner Gordon in as a youngster. Just be a police show, you know. But
watch Series 2.
Yeah, yeah.
It does get very good. and I'm thoroughly enjoying
Okay.
it.
Okay, so that and Heroes of Tomorrow.
Legends of Tomorrow.
Legends of... Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, what else? Raven, you wanted to talk about...
The Killing Joke movie.
Killing Joke movie.
Yeah.
Now, what is up with the first 20 minutes?
Go on, Ray.
They added it because if they didn't, it would have been that long. Because it's only like 49.
Right, just for
pages.
people that haven't read it, just explain what the Killing Joke is without going into spoilery
It's
stuff.
probably the most definitive tale of Batman and the Joker,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It just explains everything, and it's a good like Elseworld story. But you could also count. Well, it's also counted.
It's also one of the Genesis stories of the Joker.
It's canon now, actually.
Oh, is it? So that is how he was
That's... No.
from the Red Hood?
No.
Oh.
No.
That's just one of his stories.
Exactly.
Ah, okay, yeah.
It's
That's
just one
the
of his
whole-
stories.
Do you want to hear it?
But the whole Barbara Gordon side of it and the Joker, that happens
Yeah, yeah.
in the Batman continuity.
Yeah, okay.
Even in the new Rebirth stuff.
Okay.
Because it was in Batgirl and Birds of Prey last
Yes.
week. Sorry, go on.
So you
Carry on.
can look at it if you want to watch it the way that it's in there, or you can watch it the way that it isn't.
Yeah, I didn't bother with that first
You skipped
20
it.
minutes. Yeah, totally. I just wanted to watch The Killing Joke. If I want to watch that first bit, then I'll go back and watch it. I mean, I understand it's a story of why Barbara Gordon gave up being Batgirl.
It's... Well, she had to give it up for the reason
Yeah.
that she gave it up. The whole film goes on for, 1 hour, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And the actual Killing Joke story takes 35
Yeah.
minutes. It's not a massive story. So they had to come up with stuff at the beginning to complement it and to increase the relationship between Batman and
Why didn't they just
Batgirl.
release it as a 40-minute?
Because they didn't.
But they could have done.
But they didn't.
Yeah, that's all right. All right.
You're
They didn't.
You're losing that argument. as well, aren't you?
You see, they
there's
could
no
have.
point.
They could have
I know, that's what I said.
released
All right.
2 different versions on the disc. So they could have like the extended cut.
Or they
and
could
you
have just had them both on the disc. yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you could have watched either one you want.
Yeah.
But we watched the extended.
So, what did you think of the added bit at the start? Did you like it?
It was alright.
Did
Do
it
you think
complement it? Did it complement the rest of the story? Did it really fit?
Yeah.
Did you sort of notice that they're coming out of that extended bit and then going into the Killing
Well, you
Joke?
can tell when it changes because it's exactly how it starts. But
Yeah.
that has nothing to contribute to that.
The Killing
Right,
Joke.
yeah.
Yeah, you can watch it both.
There's
For
more
me
Barbara Gordon
personally-
than Batgirl, but
Yeah, it's filling in the backstory for Barbara Gordon, and it's almost like, without dropping any major spoilers, they did a certain scene in the first 20 minutes between, and you can read as much into this as you like, there's a certain scene between Batman and Batgirl that I've never seen before.
Okay.
And I've read a lot of Batman,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And Batman does something to Batgirl that I've never seen him do before.
and I read a lot
Right.
of Penthouse.
Okay. And when it happened, because we just before we watched it, Raven said, "Oh, do you know about the scene?" And I'm like, "No, don't tell me anything." And of course, it gets to the scene, and I'm like, "I think I know what the scene is." But it's had an awful lot. It's had a backlash
Yeah.
from the fans. Why have you done this? Batman wouldn't do it. Blah, 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 blah. I can kind of. Batman doesn't come over as the best person in it, and it turns the rest of it into like a revenge type thing.
Okay.
It gives Batman motivation to go after him, but I don't know, it was a bit shoehorned in there. It was like, was that the best you could come up with? It's like they came up with the idea to make headlines and be a bit sensationalist.
And that's what they did.
Yeah, but I mean, the animation's good.
Yeah, I like the animation.
The Warner Brothers cartoon or the animation movies that they do, I really like.
Yeah.
They've done some really, really good ones. Will I buy more? Yes, I probably will. Did I
Yeah.
buy this one? No, I borrowed it.
Yeah.
But it was pretty good, and there's some more coming out. Raven, what else are they
And
doing?
they're doing the Justice League Dark one because what they did a few years ago was they made the whole universe for the movies, and it was like a Justice League War and Batman versus Robin,
Oh, okay.
Son of Batman,
Yeah.
Bad Blood. They're all in one, and they're adding Justice League Dark, and it went with Swamp Thing, Constantine,
Cool.
Deadman.
Zantana.
That's cool because you don't get a lot of Swamp Thing. I really like Swamp Thing, and you don't get a lot.
Yeah, like Etrigan and that. Then they're doing another Teen Titans one. Forgot what the next part of that was.
Why do they not jump on this Rebirth thing
They probably will.
and start to do Rebirth?
Give it another couple of years, and you'll have a Rebirth animated movie.
Yeah.
Pretty much guarantee it.
Yeah, that people would watch. I
Yeah.
think.
And then there was one at the end was a Batman Harley Quinn Bruce Timm one. So it might be like the old animated series,
Yeah.
which I'm really
Yeah,
hoping
but they've only just announced that, so we're going to have at least another
So,
year.
and these are all new stories, or are they?
I'm not sure. I think the Justice League Dark one might be a existing trade
Yeah.
paperback. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? It gets people who haven't read them into it. So,
Yes. Yeah. But
and I'll watch them.
they've gone through all of the big stories. So, you can watch the animated version of The Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, which I have actually.
It's
last
really
week.
good. It's on Amazon, actually.
Only
Parts
the
1 and
first
2.
one is free.
It's
the
good.
second one you have to pay for.
No, typical.
I know, but I have watched both. And the Joker is a proper crazy dude.
Yes.
Proper crazy.
Yeah. They've also done Year 1.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. Plus, there's loads of others that they've done over the years, but they're pretty good.
Yeah.
They're very, very enjoyable.
also-
And they're adult. They're not like for little kids.
No, no.
They're 15s.
I also watched, I can't remember what it was called now, it was a collection of different stories about Batman. It's like the Animatrix.
Right.
Loads of different stories by different artists and production studios. The first one is like 3 little stories about 3 kids who see Batman. And they all say he's like, the first one says he's a shadow.
I've seen that.
Yes.
The animated series episode. There was one when it was the Silver Age with the Joker. Then
That's
there
it.
was the Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
Was that a DVD collection? There's
Yeah,
about 4 or
no,
5
it
different
was
DVDs in it.
no, it was just one thing. Went on for an hour. The first story was these 3 kids skateboarding at the start, and then they get down. They talk about how they all saw Batman during one fight he had, and each of them described him differently
From a different point
from a
of view.
different point of view.
Yeah.
Then there was another one where the 2 cops who are part of Gordon's team get stuck somewhere in the middle of a firefight, and Batman comes in and rescues them. It's really good. Really good, and it's done. A lot of the animation is done by the guys who did the Animatrix stuff,
Right.
and Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of really, really high end sort of Japanese animation on it. It's great. It's a really good little, like 6 or 7 little stories.
Cool. Okay. So, another thing, San Diego Comic Con, they also dropped a trailer for Legion.
That looks like it could be quite
Right.
good.
I missed that.
Go on, Graham, over to you.
Uh,
What is it?
It's going to be shown on FX early 2017, and it's about David Haller, which is the son of Charles Xavier and Gabrielle Haller.
Okay.
He's a mutant that's got multiple personality disorder.
Nice.
And
Is
it-
that
it
his mutant
looks
power?
good.
Well, no, his mutant power is that all of his different personalities have their own mutant power.
That's awesome.
So whichever personality comes to the fore, he's got those
Oh,
powers.
cool, okay.
And I think I was just reading a few little bits and pieces, and I think there's something like, well, it's over 1,000 different personalities. that
That's
he's got.
amazing.
So he could have different powers from one minute to the next, depending on what's going
Yeah,
on.
that's
I mean,
cool.
he was the one that was instrumental in causing the Age of Apocalypse.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't know how.
We don't know
How
how
much
it's
is
going to
gonna
tie in with the others.
Well,
do we?
it looks like it might tie in, because in the trailer and with the logo, they've got in the O in Legion is an X, so you've got like the
Okay.
X-Men tie-ins.
Yeah.
But how close to the comic book character he is?
So is that
I
on
don't-
Netflix?
No, that's going to be on FX.
Right, okay. So it's probably not going to tie in with the movie universe.
Possibly not, but then
It might tie in with the X-Men movie universe.
Yes, well, I don't think it's going to tie in with the MCU, but I think it will tie in with Fox, because there's talk of doing lots of different series.
Yep.
So like with CW and
Yeah.
and DC, they're going to be looking at doing and expanding more series.
Because they were
as far
working
as-
on the Hellfire Club as well, and that's been
That's right.
cancelled now.
Oh,
is it?
really?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a
they've
shame.
said they're not going to do it.
That is a shame.
Yeah, because
I
it
think
sounded good, but hey ho, we're not going to see it. Another thing that they dropped was a teaser trailer for the new series of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is going to have a new member. Whether or not he's a member of the team or
yeah.
he's going to be an adversary,
Well,
I don't know.
They've just sort of it has been announced with Marvel that they've used like Spirit of Vengeance on there, which ties into Ghost Rider. They've told us that it's going to be Robbie Reyes. It's going to be Ghost Rider.
But
So
it's,
it's
not,
not-
good-
it's
but it's
not
not
Johnny
the
Blaze.
motorbike.
No.
It's not. Yeah, no,
it's
it's not
the,
Johnny Blaze or.
it's the newer one that drives a car.
Yeah, okay.
So
I can get bored with
we
it.
don't know whether he's going to be part of Shield, whether he's going to whether he's going to be against Shield, or whether he's going to be a good guy, a bad guy, or what. All they've got.
I
is-
do like Ghost Rider.
Yeah, it could be good if they do it right,
Yeah.
or it could bomb.
We'll see.
Okay, and what else came out?
Well, there's a lot of.
Or is that pretty much it?
You got the Marvel film logos.
Oh yeah.
Did you
Oh,
like the
yeah.
one, Did you like the one that I did for Thor Ragnarok?
Yes.
I did it on Microsoft Paint, and I used some inspiration from sort of 1980s computer games. But yeah, I've got some old Spectrum games and
Yeah.
stuff, and
Yeah.
that and Tron.
Yeah, it was lovely.
I quite enjoyed that.
It was a work of art.
Thank you.
Right. Another thing that came out this week, which I know we've briefly said, but I actually read it, was Predator versus Dread versus Aliens.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
I'll read it.
It was good. It's exactly what you think it's going to be.
Yeah.
It didn't surprise me in any way.
No.
What, they killed Dredd and then fight each other? Is that?
And then they had sex. Yeah.
Yeah. And then,
Who saw that coming?
They laid eggs in his throat.
It's only a 4-issue miniseries. It's not as good as Dread Incubus, which you've got to read
Yeah.
because it's really, really, really good.
I know.
But I liked it. It's it's a comic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we went through.
This week we have been reading
This week we have mostly been reading.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Skywalker
paperback.
Strikes,
Yeah, which is the first trade paperback.
which is issues 1 to 6
of the new
It is.
Marvel
Star Wars line
Star Wars line.
since the 70s. I think, didn't they? They
I think
70s,
no,
80s.
80s.
Yeah, they lost it to Dark Horse.
Yep.
I'm a
'Cause
big,
they weren't
I'm
really
a big,
doing anything
big
with
fan of Dark Horse Star Wars comics.
Yeah, well, they don't exist
As
anymore.
everyone knows, they do because they're all under my bed.
Nah, funny little word for that.
But I liked this a lot.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It really does feel part of the Star Wars universe at that period in time.
Yeah,
Just after Episode 4, the lead up to Empire Strikes Back. Yes, it's great.
It's the thing, and when you read it, it feels like you're reading a movie.
Yeah.
They've done it very.
Yeah.
The panel layout
Yeah.
is very good.
Yeah.
All of the
even when you turn the pages and you just get a double page spread with Star Wars. on
yeah,
it,
I mean,
and
it helps the
you know,
fact
it's
that
there.
they've done that. They've done
Yes.
Star Wars, and then a long time ago,
Yes.
and then there's the scroll.
Yes.
That tells you what's happening in this
Yep.
this issue. That helped make it
It's a proper
like a movie.
fanboy
absolutely
story.
Yeah.
It's a very good introduction.
Yeah. The art is great. They look just like they do on screen.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's very easy to just know who everyone is straight away, and you have that familiar feel of the Star Wars universe. Yeah, it's good.
Will you read more?
Yes, Star Wars, isn't it?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, you know what you're going to get. Really.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a big Star Wars fanboy, so I will read it.
What about you, Graham?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I totally agree with what Adam was saying about the artwork. They did look very much like the actors.
Yeah.
Um,
Just helps absorb you, just get you into it a little bit more, you know.
yeah.
Raven?
I am reading.
Oh, God. I know you are.
Oh, brilliant.
They don't.
Yeah, they do. Have you read it all?
Yes,
What did you think?
it's good.
Yay! 3-word answers.
And I did read that like a year ago.
Yeah, well.
Yes, all of the Star Wars stories that they've done, they released Star Wars and Darth Vader next to each other.
Yes.
And they kind of complement each other. They cross over in small ways. Like someone will make a vague comment in Star Wars, and it'll be picked up in Vader,
Yeah.
or the other way around. So when you're reading them on a monthly basis, you can read them in order, you
Yeah.
know, and you can tell exactly where you are in the timeline.
Yeah.
It's not overly important that you do that, and they're all self-contained stories. We've got 2 Star Wars trade paperbacks and 2 Darth Vader trade paperbacks, which then both lead into a big crossover they did called Vader Down, which in my opinion is the best Star Wars story ever written. It's that good.
Yeah,
and
I'm
I
gonna
got
have
so
to,
excited about it.
I'm going to have
It's
to read
brilliant.
it. Yeah, I know, you won't shut up about it.
You should read it, that's
I know,
why.
and I will. The one thing I did like about this comic that we're talking about now is how well written the characters are. They
Yes,
are
they are those
exactly-
characters.
Han Solo
Yes.
is an arrogant smuggler. Leia's the boss. Luke Skywalker is just a
Bit naive.
he's a miserable brat.
Yes.
C-3PO is a
Yes. But
So-
that's C-3PO though.
yeah.
I think the only thing that annoyed me slightly with this was that you can tell that whoever was writing it had continually watched the films
Yeah.
and were picking out lines
Yeah.
Yeah.
that the actors had said in the films
Yeah.
just solely to put them in the comic.
Yeah.
And it was, can you not think of something original to
Yeah.
write yourself?
Yeah.
It was.
I mean, it's so close to Episode 4 that it kind of doesn't matter, but it does if you're a fan and you've watched the film a lot.
Yeah.
You know, because you kind of pick up on it. Yeah, other than that, it's great.
Like episode 7.
Like Episode 7. Yeah.
Right, so you're going to read more?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yep.
Did you read more?
Yep.
I don't know.
Don't ask him because he's reading it.
I know he's reading it. He just told me that he's reading it. But, however good that was, the Darth Vader title's better.
Okay. Do we have that?
I don't know. I'll have to have a look.
Um,
Right, so what's coming out next week?
Stuff.
I'm going to go through this pretty quick. Aquaman 4, Batman 4, Civil War, Kingpin number 2, Deadpool 16, Deadpool vs. Gambit number 3, Green Arrow 4, Green Lanterns, Justice League 2, Nightwing 2, Punisher 4,
Yeah.
Suicide Squad Rebirth. I know Raven's looking forward to that. Superman number 4, Uncanny Inhumans number 12, Uncanny X-Men number 11, and then we have Willy Wonka pop figures, Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon pop coming in. So it's a lot of anime stuff.
Yeah. So that's Suicide Squad Rebirth.
Yes.
Is that number 1?
Yeah, it is.
And that is a movie tie-in, I imagine. Well, not tie-in.
No, it's
but
not a tie-in.
The movie's out next week.
It's the
and
same
so is the
roster,
comic.
I believe,
Yeah, okay.
And it's been drawn
they
by Jim
complement
Lee.
Each other. Oh, yeah, Jim Lee.
which is the first month. No, it's bi-weekly. It's the first bi-weekly title that he's done ever, I think. I don't think he's ever done a bi-weekly title.
The X-Men.
That wasn't bi-weekly.
That was monthly.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s.
Yeah. And the way they're doing it, because Jim Lee is unanimously slow. That's the wrong word. He's known to be a slow artist.
That's better description.
Yes. So what they've done is
He's a bit slow.
he's a bit slow. He's very, very good, but he's very slow
At drawing.
At drawing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. He's not slow. So I think he's doing. They've split it in half.
Yeah.
So you get 11 pages drawn by him,
Oh, yeah.
which is the main story.
Yeah.
But then you get another X amount of pages drawn by another artist,
Yeah.
concentrating on one of the team members.
Yeah.
But then obviously it comes out every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So you still get 22 pages.
I was going to say,
a month.
if you've got something that's coming out every fortnight, will that affect the way that it's drawn and you
Dunno.
Well, if he's only got to draw half a book,
Yeah.
that's the same as drawing a whole book in a month.
Yeah, it is.
I
But
guess.
what I was
Yeah,
what I was
yeah.
getting at is if he was going to be drawing the whole book every 2 weeks, and,
Yeah.
he's going to start getting
Never
sloppy
do
and
it.
stuff and looking bad.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Yeah. The only thing about it though is, as they've got the same roster without some not in it, you can tell who's going to survive the movie.
Sort of.
Because
No,
why would
you're
they
guessing
Why would
that
they
you.
concentrate on people they just killed? Would they? They would try and profit off.
Well, God, it's so cynical.
That's reading too much into it.
They're all
You're
good.
probably right, yes.
Yes, you're probably right. So, before we go, what are we going to read next week?
I don't know. I haven't thought of that
And
at all.
Wildstorm. Do we want to just mention something about that, or did we talk about that before?
Oh, Wildstorm. Okay, last week someone came into the shop who's a online reviewer,
Yeah.
and he's got a lot of people that talk to him, and he goes off to trade shows, different comic conventions, and he knows a lot of the artists, the writers, a lot of the editors and the people behind the scenes. So anyway, he came into the shop and we were having a chat, and he basically said that DC will be reviving the Wildstorm imprint.
Awesome.
So that's Wildcats, Gen 13,
Mr. Majestic.
what else? Wetworks.
Oh, yeah, Wetworks. I think
Union.
was the Eradicator title?
But then it's also Apollo and Midnighter.
Yeah. Yes.
It's a lot of cool
Do you know?
characters.
I think we spoke about the Apollo and the Midnighter one when Liam was on the podcast maybe a month ago.
Yes.
But we didn't know it was going to be a Wildstorm.
No.
I don't think. Well, we thought it was just going to be a DC.
Exactly. So this guy came in and we were having a good chat, and he said, "Oh yeah, I found this out a couple of days ago." I didn't really read that much into it, but then that night Jim Lee announced, "Yes, we are working on it, but we're not ready to."
And Jim Lee
announce.
is at the forefront of it.
Jim Lee has handed it. Wildstorm was Jim Lee's own imprint, or his own label rather, after he left Marvel and joined Image. And I believe, and they haven't announced this yet, and believe it as much as you like, but apparently they've put Warren Ellis in charge of overseeing the entire line, which should be pretty good.
Interesting.
So it might be another line of comics that you might have to buy.
Yeah.
Right, so in 2 weeks' time we're going to be reviewing Transmetropolitan. Transmetropolitan,
Yeah.
which is a Vertigo title.
Yeah, which, funny enough, we were talking about earlier today. We didn't.
Well,
Yeah.
I think I've never read it.
Nope.
I've never read it.
So no one knows anything about it.
Nope.
So it'll be quite interesting to
Yeah. I know that
all
I've seen
have a
it.
fresh opinion.
I've seen it on the shelf in pretty much every comic book shop I've ever been into.
Yep.
So
I
it's a
don't
good
even
sign.
know anything about it.
No, it's a comic book's about it.
If you loved me, you'd all kill yourselves today.
Don't-
Sorry, are you reading that out,
Don't
or are
do
you
that at
talking
home.
to us in general?
Don't
Bit of
listen.
both.
Please don't do this at home. It's dangerous.
Oh, groundbreaking. The most engrossing comic I've read since Watchmen.
Who said that?
Somebody called
George.
Corey Doctorow
George, who lives down
from
the road.
boingboing.net.
Oh,
Whatever
nice.
that is.
Fair.
Yeah. Angry political sci-fi, and it's funny as hell. Playboy said that.
Playboy? When did
Yeah.
it come out?
Ooh, that's a good
2004.
question. Was it 2004?
No,
You're just making things up now, aren't you?
I'm reading numbers. It
Hang
may
on.
not be the right
I'll have
numbers.
a quick look. See.
That's the
So-
barcode we were reading.
Yeah, yeah.
It came out.
97.
No, that's when this was published.
83. I'm just making it.
Stop saying numbers.
Am I not helping?
No, you're not. Right, actually, it was 1997.
Okay, 97.
So it's pretty old.
20 years
really.
old nearly.
Nearly, yeah.
Cool, alright, I'm up for
Why
that.
haven't I read this before?
I don't know. Is it a rhetorical question?
Not
Or do you genuinely want me to try and answer it?
You can if you like.
You just never have.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Right, so,
So that's what we're going to read in 2 weeks' time,
yeah.
and I'll be able to regale you with stories of what I got up to. In the
Where are
morning.
you going?
London.
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 What for?
We're doing serial killery stuff.
Oh, you're going to kill people?
No, I didn't say I was going to kill.
Oh,
Am I?
No, but you said you were going to serial killery stuff. so
Yes.
That's normally
Um,
what they tend to do.
Yes, but I'm planning on just doing all the comic shops as well.
Okay, cool.
And having
Right,
a good look-see.
well, look, see.
Yes.
Right,
Right, so that's it.
we're done.
2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
See you later. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.